My name is Debra and I'm from Apostolic Women Empowerment Trust. I'm affiliated to the Apostolic Church and I'm from Zimbabwe. I think it's very important to continue with the intergenerational dialogues because they actually give a platform where youth express themselves and they share their perspectives towards key issues that are affecting them. For instance, in Zimbabwe, within the apostolic churches, there are issues that are occurring. These issues are of child marriages. And these issues of child marriages are linked with child abuse, because most of the apostolic youth, you find out a youth aged maybe 14, 15, 16-year-old can get married to a 14-year-old man, which is actually abuse when we actually link it with the law. But for them, it's a thing that is normal. So if we continue this platform where we share ideas with the religious leaders, because the religious leaders are the ones who influence us, they are the law per se, and we listen to what they say, because to them, if they say the Holy Spirit has said you should get married to this person, we actually follow. So if we are continuously being given these platforms, we as youth will be freely to air out our key concerns, as well. If the religious leaders attend, they will hear us out. So I think the intergenerational dialogues should really continue to be conducted so that we can be able to reach everywhere in Zimbabwe. We can be able to reach more youth out there who are facing these challenges, but they are quiet. So if we give that open platform, it will really empower the youth and amplify their voices within the apostolic communities. At first, we faced a bit of resistance from the apostolic leaders. They really didn't want to attend at first, because some of the issues that were discussed were some linked with sexual reproductive health rights. So for them to discuss such issues on an open platform with youngsters, youth, it was really a taboo to discuss such issues with them. So these are some of the challenges that we really faced at first. And even to discuss issues of menstrual hygiene with apostolic leaders, it was really a challenge. At one point, some of the religious leaders, they actually told us, no, I think we should just move out of the room and leave you to discuss with the youth, because issues of menstrual hygiene, they are issues to deal with youth. They do not even affect us per se. So we had to convince them and talk to them and say, look, these are the issues that are really affecting the youth, but you are turning a back on them. Let us reason together and be able to educate and capacitate our youth so that they won't get into problems or face challenges in future. Because these issues, they are really reoccurring, and issues of menstrual hygiene is a thing that really occurs to every girl child. So they have to be aware of that. The issue of open spaces, that issue really stood out for me, and also the issues of reproductive cancers and STDs that was highlighted in a presentation. It really actually affected me. We really have got work to do out there in those communities. And also the issues of religious leaders, they have a key role to play, because they are the ones who actually have a say in what's really happening in these churches. They are the ones who permit certain topics to be discussed. I have a big vision to see from these intergenerational dialogues. We want action plans to be established. There should be action plans to be established coming from the religious leaders, whereby they make commitments to ensure cases of child abuse are combated, to ensure cases of child marriages, they are combated. They also participate in child protection committees, especially from the apostolic sect. We have already established these child protection committees, but we want these child protection committees to be in every apostolic church that practice their worshiping under the tree, because basically apostolic communities, they are mushroomed everywhere, including those from Johann Marange, which are considered to be the ultra-conservative groups. So these committees should be everywhere.